That's probably the deepest water crossing I'd ever wanted to do on a soccer Jeep.
There's a bad one.
Cool, we did it.
You up?
We started out our second day at the campground and we're ready for more water crossings and adventures. So we packed up and headed out of the campground up to the other side of I-20 on the north side of the Talladega National Forest.
So we're on Forest Service Road, Talladega National Forest. I think it's 601. It's so far just been gravel road. The technical side was on the south end. The north end, north of I-20, it's pretty much been just a gravel road. But we passed a sign that says culvert washed out, and it said road closed, but you can still get around it. I wonder if this is what they meant right here. They had a bunch of tape on that, but I don't want to say that's closed. We'll see. We'll give an update. If that was it, then that was easy because only a little bit of it was washed out, but we'll find out. Alright. Glen Campground is really nice. It's got a bunch of water. It's back there. But it's got a bunch of water. It's got a big creek that flows through it. It's pretty nice. I would stay there. So with diesel, you got two different nozzle types, big ones and small ones. This one is the smaller one, but some of the big rig ones, like at the fuel stops, have the bigger nozzle, and those you need an adapter for. And the Jeep comes with an adapter. I have it under the seat. They also have DEF fluid, which it's a 4-gallon tank, I believe. But that's probably half a tank. It's badass. So diesel's $489.9, right? Or off-road diesel, which is dyed red, is not about 50 cents cheaper, 40 cents cheaper. Little River Canyon waterfall on the other side. Oh, he likes you. He's staying by you. If you stay still, he might land. Is it pretty? Found a rock. Nice. When in doubt, send out Satish. Hopefully I can catch him falling on his ass.
You're right.
I'll follow you. I didn't walk it. No, we're gonna go. You got your center diff lock on? It's an all solid rock. Alright, you're down to your bottom or your top of your tire. There you go. I didn't get any water. I don't want to get our plate. I don't think he turned. Go, go. It's okay. That's probably the deepest water crossing I'd ever wanted to do on a stock Jeep.
That was bad one.
Cool, we did it.
Yeah, they told us we can't use it.
Oh no, alcoholic beverages. No, no. We're gonna have to hide it. Ooh, that's pretty.
Chase.
We just need to find a place where we can get two cars leveled. So this ended up being our second campsite. Al, come, come. Al, come. Come. This ended up being our second campsite. So I teach the girls the bathroom house. So this is less windy because we were like way up there on the mountaintop. It was too windy, so we're in the pines. And it's windy, but it's not like, you know, unbearable like it was up there. ideally, I would turn that around and have the back into the wind. I might do that. Let's see. It's blowing. It's blowing this way. Well, actually, technically, this way. So yeah, I need basically just put the ladder up and back up to Satish. So my bumper is with Satish.
It's a fish, how you say? Jambari!
Dada,
What?
you have to close the door.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
If Fluffy don't get out, and May will get out.
I'm playing hide and seek just behind the
This water crossing was the same river that we crossed the day before, but the water level did come down some. As with all water crossings, it's not so much the depth of the river or the water, but it's how fast it's flowing. And this water was flowing pretty quick, so we did walk it beforehand. We deemed it safe. Anyway, this led out to the main road of where we were a couple, the day before, and it worked out for planning any kind of route. All the water crossings and water puddles we went through were mostly rock bottom base. No need to worry about getting hung up in this area. At this point, we were finished with the Alabama Rubicon, and we headed out to the west side of the Georgia Traverse. Basically, the Georgia Traverse starting on the west side, because there was a certain fire tower that we were looking for that we knew was in the area of the Georgia Traverse. Start of the Georgia Traverse, but it's got a historical marker here. I'm just gonna briefly scroll down this so you can pause it, read it as you go. But North Alabama has some beautiful mountain ranges. Georgia Traverse, a little side trail that led to this watchtower.
How's it leave?
Yeah.
And how's it going?
Beautiful view.
This concludes the Alabama Rubicon trip that we did. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the route that we took on Guide GPS if you plan on doing this trip. Day 2 of the Alabama Rubicon Trail. We started out here at Chia State Park where we camped. We took Highway 281. If you follow me here, we took 281 all the way back up past the scenic overlooks. Basically, we took it back over the I-20 and stayed on 281. until it turned to a gravel road right here past Highway 78. So turn into a gravel road here and continue on that. There's a little creek crossing. There's some T-ins here. There's a little camping spot there. We just stayed on the Skyway motorway. It was nicely graveled, fresh gravel. Very boring. Nothing really exciting on this. There's a campground right here that was pretty nice that you can probably stay at. Continuing on this, really boring, really boring. Let's see, this was a hunt camp there on the left. We had... oh, pavement ended right here. So, right here, it was a paved road because this... there was a horse camp right here with a bunch of people with horses and trailers. And so there has to be another way on here where they brought in RVs, because the Coleman Lake Recreational Campground area, this was all booked, both of these areas, with RVs and not really a lot of ground camping tents. It was pretty much just RVs, but not really a great view of the lake either. There was a boat ramp there, but this place was very busy. So we continued on. We took a left back on the Skyway motorway. At this point, this was all gravel, and this all right here was a prairie. And see how straight this is? It's nothing but flat prairie land of perfectly flat gravel. We can just get going and flying down this, and it was a cool spot to fly down. So this is Creek 500 Road. There was apparently part of this was closed due to the culvert being washed out, but we passed it. It wasn't washed out. It looked fine. They didn't have the road closed or anything. But we stayed on County Road 500, which went weaved through the mountain passes. Nothing too crazy. It was all gravel road. Pavement ended right here. We got back on the main road and went. At this point, it was about an hour from the pavement starting right here to Little River Canyon. So we drove through the town of Piedmont, straight down Highway 9. We went over the lake, West Lake. We crossed over the big bridge on that. We hung a left on Highway 68, and then we hung another left on the Highway 35, and then there was a gas station somewhere along here. Stayed on 35, and then 35 led right into Little River Canyon. So the Welcome Center is right here on Little River Canyon Center. There's rangers there that will give you all the information you need. There's a little store there where you buy a sticker or patch or whatever you're into. And then you can go and park right here, and you could either walk down right here to the Little River Falls, where I showed all those cool waterfalls. Is right here. There's a bridge right here where you can overlook the waterfalls, but definitely want to check that out. It's a very short hike. It's literally, stone throw down there. And from here you got two options. You could either go north up here on County Road 295, which turns into gravel, and you have all the water, like you cross the actual river up here a couple times. That's all primitive. There's nowhere to camp up here. The only campground is way north of where we stayed the second night, up here at DeSoto State Park. But first, and I highly recommend this, you go south and you do the Scenic Drive. So this is Highway 176, Little River Canyon Parkway. It's a scenic drive that overlooks the basically the Grand Canyon of Alabama. I mean, the canyon walls were very steep and rocky, and this was a very cool drive. About halfway through, you have to have a four-wheel drive. It's still graded, like it's still paved road, but I think it's right around here. It's still a paved road, but it's super steep where you need that low gear to get over it. You can't bring a trailer or RV, anything down around here. So there's pull-offs every quarter mile or so with waterfalls or cool overlooks, picnic tables, places to have lunch, hiking trails, Anyway, we did all of this. There were some very steep grades coming down the canyon, especially right around here. But we came down the canyon road, and then we jumped back on 273 because this is very scenic and pretty, but we were thinking about taking it back, but it was extremely demanding on the cars, so we just jumped on the highway right here and smooth sailed all the way back to the start and got on 295, and this is where the fun began. There's a little creek crossing right here. This is all kind of dirt road, kind of technical fun stuff, nothing too crazy. And then you turn right here. See, these aren't even listed, but right here you cross the river. And we really didn't explore this area right here, although it looks like fun. I know this area right here is closed because we tried at one point backtracking, but this area was closed. But I never explored any of this. I know you can get out right here because we actually came out right here the third day. But anyway, so we had lunch here, so we came back up this way. There were a bunch of Jeeps coming down this way. This route right here is super technical. We didn't try it this time. But right here is another. The third day we crossed this, but we went this way and went up here. You can't camp on this area anymore. They kind of made it clear. But there's another water crossing right here, and then we headed out here at Howard Drive Northeast. And got all the way up to DeSoto State Park, and this is where we camped the second night. Or third night. Second night. Yeah, this is where we camped the second night on the trail. And then that morning we backtracked all the way down here and got to the river crossing, and we crossed this the third day. And there's a mud puddle around here and a lot of cool offshoots, kind of technical. And then we got onto County Road 103, and from here we backtracked to the start of the Georgia Traverse. So we came back down through Galesville, and then we headed north on Main on 68, and then got into Chattanoogoville and Holland-Richville Road up here, and got to Silver Hill Road. Silver Hill Road takes you, what is this road right here? Jenkins Gap Road, Forest Service Road 20 run. You pull down this road and it says no outlet, do not go this way, yada yada yada. But the road is open. It is a Forest Service road. The gates are all open. And this starts a technical climb up the mountain, and then turn left at the fork in the road up here. And I never saw this road down, but you take this gravel road right here, goes all the way here to the fire tower. Fire tower is at High Point. That's where we took the pictures with the fire tower. We backtracked. There's some weird hippie camp right here. I don't know. It's part of the Pinhoney Trail, and there was a campsite there. So we backtracked and took Forest Service Road 205 all the way across the top of the mountain range right here until we got to Highway 27. And at this point we called it and took 27 all the way back home. Yeah, we didn't complete any of this stuff, but that's more the Georgia Traverse. But we called it at Highway 27, and then we stopped and got Mexican food and head on out. But that's it for this part of the Alabama Rubicon Trail. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.